Coaching empowers team members to take initiative and learn what works best for their business. It's a win-win situation for you and your team. New consultants need to develop their own effective systems and become experts at running their business. This boosts confidence and builds excitement. They'll also be more likely to stick with their Cincy business and build their own team. In turn, you'll constantly be growing your team. And when team members can run their business with minimal support, you can focus on developing your frontline. Coaching is not a one-time event, it's a process.
I believe in working my business very transparently. So anytime I'm working on something, I'm sharing it with my team and I'm like, hey, look what I'm working on today. What are you guys working on today? And I do feel like sometimes that helps them go, oh, that's something I could be doing right now. Or, oh, she still works her business every day. I guess I could probably stand to do that as well, right? But I just really like to show just Cincy in my day-to-day life, how I work my business on the go with kids and how I make videos with my kids crawling all over me, and you just show up and you do it authentically. And I feel like setting that example for them is probably one of the most important things I do.
We, number one, go over their goals and then what they're lacking to meet those goals and how they're gonna get there. And then I will just touch base with them weekly to find out what they're doing to maintain what they have to do to get there to reach those goals.
I think the first thing would be to find out, to realize where they're at the moment and where they want to be. So say, for example, if they're a certified consultant and they've gone, oh my gosh, I want to be a director. I want to promote and make that promotion. So then we need to figure out, okay, well, this is what you need to do to become a director. And we need to start talking about sponsoring. We need to start talking about helping your new teamies learn how to do all the things involved in Cincy and for them to learn to sponsor as well. And so it's about helping them to get a game plan so that they can essentially bridge the gap from where they are to where they want to be and give them the steps and, most importantly, the belief that they can actually do it. It is really, I think, about breaking down that goal into smaller goals, into smaller promotions, so that once they get that promotion, we celebrate that and we're like, yes, see, you got to lead. Now you're only 2 promotions away from director. And so then that becomes more achievable.
You can't expect everybody to do the same thing, so you have to work with each person, each individual personally. You can't ask somebody who's down here to do the same as what this person, so you would then get together with them and see what their goals was.
If these are the real goals that you have and the real why, you're going to take those action steps. If it's the wrong one, which if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, it's the wrong one, we need to revisit. I just go back to that why, because it's not the right one. If it's the right one, they're gonna work towards it.
Coaching is not a one-time event, it's a process. When you model the behavior you want to see from your team, you set them up and yourself for success in the future. Take time now to train and develop them into strong leaders for their new team members. The TIME acronym, teach, illustrate, mentor, and empower will come in handy for coaching and mentoring your team. Teach. Explain the purpose of the task or behavior so they understand the relevance to their business. Illustrate. Show or demonstrate the task or behavior you want them to duplicate. Mentor. Have them perform the task while you sit beside them and provide direction. Empower. Now that they know how to do the task or behavior, let them do it on their own. Instead of taking an active role in their learning, you are now taking a passive role. They do the work, you support and encourage. As a coach, your ultimate goal is to help them learn to succeed and to be self-reliant, so they can then be the coach for their team members. Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach him how to fish and you feed him for a lifetime.
I don't let people drop problems in my lap. They can vent and they can say what the problem is, but then we have a great conversation about solutions. Well, what would you do better? What do you think that would work? How would that work? And as other people chime in on our group page, it's amazing that the solutions that we can find that they would have never found.
It just depends. So if they become a director, then they are added to the director page. Of course, we're going to recognize them because everybody needs recognition. That's huge. And I mean, then we just find out what they want to do next. What's your next goal and how are we going to get there? Everyone needs recognition. That is huge. I mean, that's what people thrive off of. That's what they need. Like, people need reinforcement that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. It makes me feel like I'm on the right track. Like, I can keep going. Like, I've done something that made sense, and it just helps me to keep moving.
It kind of concretes for them that what they've been doing is great, and they've been doing the right thing, and you want to encourage that and to help them to keep going.
We do Facebook shout-outs for promotions and achievements and awards. And also after the 10th of every month, when promotions and awards are official, I send out a postcard to those on my team who've achieved those things. They love them and they post them on Facebook and they tag me and people cheer them on again. So it's just tons and tons of positive reinforcement. When I send the postcards out to people and they receive them, I get messages and I get tagged in Facebook posts, pictures of the postcard, how it made their day, and everybody jumps on and cheers them on again, and it just makes them feel like an absolute rock star.
I actually encourage them to take pictures, like if they get recognition, to like selfie with my awesome postcard, or like take a picture and just like shout out their accomplishments to their customers and just the general public, because I feel like when people see you succeeding at something, especially if they know you pretty well, it makes them go, oh, I could probably do that too. I mean, I'm sure you can do it. I can do it. And it's a really good recruiting tool when you're succeeding in your business, but you don't really know how to tell people that you are. Like, you may not have a team yet, and it may be your first month, but you did a really awesome job, and now you have an award to show, even if it wasn't like an official one. You got recognized, you get to share it, and then it excites people about your business. Because it makes them feel super excited and fancy and special. And they are fancy and special.
Again, coaching empowers team members to take initiative and learn what works best for their business. Set the example you want your team to follow. Help them set and meet their goals. Take time to coach them, recognize their efforts and achievements, and do it all consistently. Coaching is not a one-time event, it's a process.